Is this working? Okay. Recently, I heard somebody say, you cannot chase your dreams if you're standing still. And by somebody, I mean a TV show character, but it still hit. Sometimes I feel like you hear a quote or a cliche or something all the time, or in different thoughts, or in different ways of saying it. But sometimes it just hits you like a ton of bricks. And when she said that, it just sunk deep in my bones. So I want to talk about that today. This resonated with me because I definitely have lived a lot of my life in fear. As much as I wish that wasn't true, it just simply is. So I'm going to be a little vulnerable and just talk about my experience a little bit. I have definitely lived a lot of my life out of social anxiety, performance anxiety, fear that I'm not going to live a big life, or I'm going to waste my time, or I'm not going to live up to my potential. I fear myself. Am I going to self-sabotage? Am I going to be too emotional? I overthink so much sometimes that I even get scared of getting scared. I literally fear fear itself. So that's how deep this goes. I just spin myself in a little loop a lot of the time, and I'm just sick of it. Freaking sick of it. Living like this has brought on a lack of confidence, a lot of shame, a lot of regret, and it's just so overwhelming. That might sound a bit depressing, and maybe it is, but I know deep down that usually that fear is a liar. Freaking liar. And I don't like liars. When I'm listening to the fear, it's not necessarily always that I'm like, ah, I'm gonna die, but I choose comfort and stability instead of going after what I really want. And that sense of comfort and stability is false. There's no way to stay safe 24/7. Nothing bad will ever happen. So in the sense, I choose what's comfortable and stable and a safe route, but realistically, nothing's guaranteed, and it's not. Like, what's safe about keeping myself small or keeping myself in a situation that I freaking hate, or being miserable because it's comfortable? And it's not even necessarily comfortable, it's just so familiar that it feels comfortable. And that shit ain't cute. Like I said, nothing is guaranteed. The fear could be telling you, oh, it's guaranteed you'll fail, or guaranteed that it's gonna suck, or guaranteed to be hard, or guaranteed to be awful. But realistically, nothing in life is guaranteed. The only way you can guarantee something or guarantee failure is by not trying at all. It's just forfeiting at the start of the game, not even putting up a fight. That is failure. I'm rewriting my definition of failure, and instead of like doing something and it not working out, that's a win. That is a win. I tried, I learned, I got somewhere, or at least one step closer. Even if I take a couple steps back, I still learned something. My new definition of failure is not trying. So here I go. I'm gonna start, freaking trying. At least try a little bit. If we're being completely honest, I definitely have some big dreams and goals. Sometimes they're embarrassing to admit, so I don't tell anyone, but the people closest to me do know that I want a big life. And it's honestly scary and annoying to have those ambitions, but I'm really glad that I do. It is scary to think about where you're at in comparison to where you're trying to be, especially when your goals are really big. The distance between your current reality and your future self is so far. But what I'm learning is that you just have to believe that you're going to get there. You have to choose to believe and choose to take action, choose to pursue and explore whatever that is. I'm finally excited to do that, I think, because years have literally gone by without me even giving a real effort. I will plan and plan and plan and think and think and think about all my dreams and goals, but not taking much action. What I've learned is that time passes whether you do it or you don't. So you might as well at least try. I've learned that everything's a choice. You can choose to do it, you can choose to not do it, but at the end of the day, wherever you end up, you chose that. So I'm choosing messy action, being present, romanticizing the mundane things in life. I'm choosing to love the journey. And I'm just sick of being afraid, and I'm sick of not believing in myself, and I'm sick of lacking confidence for what? It's like everything I'm embarrassed about, or every made up fear, I'm just saying that to myself. Most of the time, no one's thinking that. It's just me. Nowhere being my own worst enemy. I used to honestly talk down to myself. Well, I still kind of do, but working on that. I talk down to myself all the time and I'm just like, your life sucks, you're a loser. Maybe not in those words, but in small things throughout my whole day. I'm like, oh, your outfit's not that cute. Or you don't know how to do makeup or just whatever. I'm constantly just like bullying myself. And I've found the cure to that is making my life cute or like enjoying the little things or like, I'm saying like a lot. I've found that the cure to me not talking so much shit about my life to myself all the time is by making it cute, making it fun. Any mundane task, romanticize it. And it's not just about aesthetics and making it look perfect or especially not for anybody else. But when I'm taking a shower, I'm gonna light some candles. I'm gonna make it cozy. Or when I watch my movie tonight before bed, I'm gonna make a cute little charcuterie board for myself because I already have grapes and crackers and cheese. Might as well. It's on paper plate. Who cares? Pour a glass of wine. Now it's even cuter. Most of my life, I've kind of put the destination, again, cliche, I've put the destination as this high and mighty mountain that I have to climb, and everything's going to be perfect and better, and I'll be happy once I get to the top. But I know, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it really is all about just enjoying the journey. And I can't believe it's taken me so many years to live out a cliche, but it's so true. I am now finding the beauty in the becoming and becoming my dream girl, who I picture myself to be as my highest self or whatever. And it's actually really fun. I've been enjoying it. It's only been a couple weeks, but yeah, I'm just sick of being so serious. Let's have some fun. Let's do a face mask and make self-care, not this, it has to be perfect. I have to find the perfect product and be a freaking neurotic about everything. Let me just enjoy my life. I need to stop being so hard on myself. I'm realizing that it's cool to care. It's cool to try. It's cool to be unafraid to fail. It's cool to put yourself out there. As long as you're staying true to yourself, just go for it. Obviously, when I say it's cool to care, it's cool to care about the right things, not the wrong things. I'm learning to care about all the steps that it's going to take for me to get to my dream life. And then knowing that once I reach my goals, I'm gonna move the goalpost. I always do. My current reality is something that I used to wish for and beg God, whatever you believe in. I used to beg for this life. And now I'm like, it's not good enough. And I just talk shit about to myself all day, which is silly. And obviously, we're not doing that anymore. I'm just done looking for reasons as to why things aren't going to work out. I'm tired of listening to fear. I'm tired of letting negativity win. I'm just done. This year, I want to bring my dreams to life. I want my life to be led by curiosity and adventure and excitement and go towards the things that light me up instead of being afraid that I'm going to break my own heart with it and stop thinking that everything's going to turn out like shit. It's just such a silly way to live. It's a waste of damn time. I've wasted too much time. I definitely fell into a bit of the self-help, self-analyzing, making emotions logic. I've analyzed myself to death. And, I did just want to understand myself. And I feel like because for a lot of my life, maybe I leaned more towards people pleasing and I created some identity that I thought people would wanted me to be rather than just being myself. I'm sure that's something I could unpack in a therapy session, but there's no way to figure yourself out. I don't need to put myself in a box. I don't need to be cookie cutter. I don't need to be one aesthetic or just stay in one lane. I have so many different interests, and sometimes I feel like they don't make any sense together, or I don't make sense together because I'm introverted but extroverted and whatever. And I'm tired of just trying to figure myself out and put labels on myself and not allow myself to grow and evolve and change and be somebody different every day. Still myself, but I don't have to show up the same way every day. I don't have to love the same things for my whole life. I don't have to stay this two-dimensional character. I don't know. Getting lost in all that, I have realized that I just need to listen to my soul and follow what lights me up. Stop listening to my ego who's always trying to keep me safe. Realistically, my ego is doing nothing but making me sad. So being safe isn't all that fun, really. I've realized the safe route is soul crushing. I have kind of always had this little whisper inside of me. I like to say that they're my God thoughts or my higher self speaking to me. Just this intuition of this is what my purpose is. This is what I'm meant for. I've kind of just like shoved down because I had fear thoughts. I had thoughts of who are you to think you can do that, or you're not good enough for that. You'll never be able to succeed doing that. And hopefully some of you guys can relate. Actually, I don't hope so, only because I hate that anyone has to deal with this, but I know that a lot of people do. A lot of people have the same anxieties, have the same fears, have the same sad feelings that I do. And I want to figure out how to get out of that, in which I do think I'm onto something. I think that we all just need to follow that whisper that's inside of us that's constantly nagging. I have this whisper that's telling me to find freedom and fulfillment in life and share that with other people and figure out how to have a full and joyous, I don't like to say happy because happy is just a fleeting moment, but to find joy in everything and live a life that I'm truly proud of and makes me happy and isn't perfect by society standards or what I'm supposed to do. I just want to be able to learn how to create my own life, kind of freestyle it a little bit, and, make my dreams come true. A lot of that has to do with finding freedom and fulfillment in every one of my days and only pursuing things that bring me that. I have this whisper that keeps telling me to record this content or I don't know why that word's so cringy, but to record my thoughts and share them, hopefully build a community that we can all share our thoughts and our experiences and learn from each other and how to live a life that actually makes us happy or brings us fulfillment more than anything else. Like, I want to be on my deathbed looking back like, damn, bitch, you did that shit. You lived it up. That's how I want to look back. So while I figure out how to do that, I'm just gonna check in, tell you what I'm thinking about, the lessons I'm learning, and what the journey looks like. I have so many ideas I want to bring to life. For once, I'm really excited to try to see where it takes me. I don't even care if some of the ideas are a total flop and a waste of time. I'm excited to try and experiment and be a creator of my own life. At least by trying, even if I embarrass myself, I will at least not be stuck wondering, wishing, agonizing about outcomes that haven't even happened, wondering what if, what if I just tried, or what if I fail, or I'm just sick of what if. You know what? Like, what if it all just works out? What if that? You know what? That's what we're switching to. What if it all just works out? So this is my little intro video. I want to create like a podcast, YouTube channel, whatever. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be because I've decided that I can't plan it anymore. Can't make everything perfect. I just have to go for it. I'm going to call this little segment Thought Vomit because that was just me rambling for a while. I don't know. I just hope that someone finds some comfort in that or can relate and we can all just kind of build a community or just have some life chats. Hopefully build a life that is designed to make every one of us happy. No matter what that looks like for you. It doesn't have to look like what it looks like for me or anybody else. I want to experiment and see where it goes. So if you like this or you want to hear more of my thoughts or you want to comment back what your thoughts are, that would be fabulous. But yeah, that's all I have for today. So hopefully you got something from it and I'll see you next time.